Good morning, welcome to Messed Up Gaming. Today's going to be a bit of a different video on our City of Ocean views here. So, as you remember, in our second to last episode we did our university campus. This campus has 11,000 students. We have capacity for 20,000 students. We have a prestigious level, and it's making a good amount of money here. I'm really happy with how it's going. We've got two campuses, and they're both pulling in tons of cash, tons of students. I'm really happy. We also then, in our last episode, did our second city centre here, which is more of a smaller business hub, I'm going to call it. We did put in some of the IT cluster buildings, which are still trying to level up. Our second harbour here with our boats merging into each other, as this game does, which is always funny to look at and watch. And as we pan across here, this is the area I've been building out off camera to get us up to 620,500 people. The reason I did it off camera, it just takes so long to fill out sections when you get to this population. Even with the speed slider up 4 beans, it was taking hours just to build out a few thousand. It's just the game slows down, it's not the computer. So as we do a bit of a flyover of our cargo hub, on the right hand side I used behind here just there the City of Korea pack for some different housing. And here, the commercial area in the middle is wall to wall. Just again to give it a bit of a different feel, a bit of a different colour. A lot of those workers I imagine would be in our coal mine there, digging away in our forest area. Now, I am a bit disappointed in the game I've come across. For one thing, trying to build a city that fills the entire map. I've obviously got some green patches here. One we flew over, one along this foreshore here, and this railway line, which I was hoping to fill in with buildings. But, and you may be asking, why haven't we filled it in with buildings? Well, that's because I've hit the limit, and more on that in a minute. So just panning across here is a bit of a show of what we did. I really do like this area here with the London Eye and the parks. I reckon it just looks bloody magnificent. A little police car in the bottom left you may have seen there flashing around the lights. It looks awesome. I'm really happy with how I did those parks. For a second city, it's coming along pretty good, it has. There are areas here again we've got to fill out. This green area of more expensive little condos with their marinas looks good. The terminal there, I reckon, looks good. I've got some ideas how to make it better next time. And as we pan over our city, well, I'm fairly happy with how it's gone. We've got a huge walkability in the city, and I reckon it's kicking really nicely. So we'll just pan out here to give a full idea of the amount of the map we've built. There's not much more buildable area except maybe top right corner, bottom left. But this is where it is. This is a mod called Limits. I'll put it in the description. But here you can see we've hit the limit of 49,152 buildings. Now that's the total buildings, and even things you may not think are a building, for some reason it counts them. So as you can see here, we've hit the limit on that. And if you have a look down here where it says citizen instances, I think I'll move the mouse down there in a minute. You've got a limit of 65,500 sims that the game will play with at any one time, no matter how big your city gets. But yeah, we've hit the building limit of 49,000 buildings, so I can't make the city any bigger, much to my disappointment. The only way to do it would be to increase the density, which just packs more people into a smaller area, and I don't want to do it because I've got a really good walkable city. So, having said all of that, I'm happy with how the second city is going. Let's have a bit of a review here again. So power, we've got plenty. Water, great. We've got 2 different areas here. We're all clean. There's no pollution. We've got garbage interspersed around the city for quick and efficient garbage collection. And the Korea pack has a non-polluting one. Incinerator, which is great and produces power. Our university capacity there, as you can see now with 2 campuses, is magnificent. I don't have libraries, the university will take care of that. We've got 93% happiness for the people, 74% for the office workers and the shoppers. Our health is only 2,006, so a third of a percent. Death is less than 1%, probably about 0.7, great. Birth rate could be higher, don't know how to get any higher, and we're living 80 years. Our buildings are leveling up nicely. Our traffic is sitting at 87%, I'm pretty sure that says there. I'm stoked with that. Apart from the main highway down the middle of the map here, which is getting a bit busy because of all the tourists, I'm happy with how it's going. No water pollution, a little bit of ground pollution. Deal with that. You can't have business without pollution in this game. Noise is what it is. We try to mitigate it as well as we can. Fire safety is good enough for this game. Fire's not a big issue. Crime's even a lesser issue in this game. I think the mechanics for those two need to be changed a little. And our unemployment, because we can't put any down any more buildings, is at 13%. It took me a little while to work out what was going on there. If I could put down more buildings, we get that down, but we've had our building limit, so it is what it is. Moving on, our land value here is high, and I'm not too bad with that. Our mineral deposits, we've got a coal mine, our forest areas, our farming, and oil working really nicely. Could you put down more? Yes. Our leisure areas are pretty good. I'm happy with how we've got all them spread through. Tons of walking areas, which were being used quite a lot. Road maintenance looks good. Probably could have put down some more, just to, again, makes the people travel on the roads a bit more efficient. But then again, we want them walking, not driving. Fishing area, which we've got at the top there, which is cranking along nicely, and a ton of service point air locations for all of our walkability. Putting it a bit overboard with the walking streets, but yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, overall I'm happy. 621, 22,000, it's sort of flowing around. We've got a 90% attractiveness. We've got a good mix of elderly, seniors, and kids coming through, so our population has not copped any of the death waves I've read about. We've had steady growth, probably a bit too fast in the middle and at the end, but it is what it is, and we've learnt a lot. City value has increased nicely through the whole time we've been building, which is about 120 years. Surprisingly, it's only been that short in game years. And our death rate has not had a massive death curve, although we did have a little spike at around 21, 22, as you can see there. But overall, this city's gone really good. For second city I've done, I'm quite happy with how it's done. My little boy's been giving me lots of feedback and advice. And he said, well, next time, try something different, so we will be. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with how this looks. I will put the map in the Steam shop, so that if you want to subscribe to the map, have a bit of a look around, you can. I'll also put down a list of the mods I use for visual. The TPME one, just for the traffic lights, which crap me off. And Move, I think I've used half a dozen times, only just to get to look the way, because I was, got fussy with that. But apart from that, I reckon it looks really good. I've got an idea for my next city at the moment. It's going to be a smaller one, trying to make it look as bloody awesome as I can. But again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, it does help. And leave any comments below. Have a great day, all.